If you're doing what you can in this industry at every hour of every day, you're gonna find yourself in a really good spot. The guys that maintain and grow their book of business into the multiple millions of dollars in revenue, they just do the same old. And they do it whether they like it or not. They remain disciplined. Morning, everybody. It is Monday, March 2nd. Another day of below 30-degree weather, so not a whole lot scheduled. Anyways, gonna head up north and check out a couple properties that we have worked on in the past and kind of scope at that surrounding area and see if there may be any opportunities to retarget some of that area with social media and direct mailers shortly thereafter. So again, told you guys a couple times now, it's early in the season. I mean, there's frost up on these roofs, and for the most part, no one's really roofing right now, much less trying to, get their pipeline set up for the early spring. Maybe I'll shoot some B-roll video of some of these properties that I'm talking about. Northern Illinois is pretty unique in that we've got areas where you've got multi-millionaires in multiple pockets all throughout Northern Illinois. You could be driving through a suburb and literally drive past literal castles for miles at a time, and it's all gated or semi-gated communities. So it's kind of a humbling area, coming from where I come from, to drive up, an hour and a half and basically be looking at $2, $3, $5 million homes that are on 8 acres of land with a private pond. So I'm gonna shut this down. We'll get up there, we'll see what's going on, and we'll go from there. All right, probably put on about 100 miles today, driving around, checking out properties, writing down particular addresses. It's nice and sunny out today, but the reality is that no one is really out getting after it. So we're gonna continue to sit out here, collect addresses. What am I doing with these addresses, you might ask? I have a company that I can utilize to send out direct mailers for aging roofs, and they basically create a call to action that allows for us to get in front of those homeowners as qualified buyers. So I'm actually swinging by a house I inspected back in, it had to have been 2023 at this point. And the homeowner had filed a claim with another contractor who's, in my opinion, considered pretty legitimate in the area. And the claim was denied through the insurance carrier, basically stating, hey, roof's just old, doesn't necessitate replacement. So I went out there and kind of served as a second set of eyes, and frankly speaking, there just wasn't enough to warrant a full replacement from the insurance company. But I did let the homeowner know, hey, kind of on the shot clock right now, this roof's in rough shape. It's getting ready to go. These structures here out in this part of the state are all 20 plus years old. And he understood and basically pivoted and told me, hey, I haven't been budgeting properly for this replacement. I was under the impression that, the insurance carrier would just bail me out, which is super, super common. But anyways, I'm gonna retarget him and then some of his neighbors, it looks like. Just driving through this neighborhood right now. Each house is about 50 to 60 squares, so relatively large. And there's money in this pocket of the state of Illinois. So just doing your due diligence and trying to find an opportunity in order to get your tail on some roofs is it's unparalleled. If you're doing what you can in this industry at every hour of every day, or at least for most hours of most days, you're gonna find yourself in a really good spot. I've found that as I've gotten further and further into my journey in this industry, the guys that maintain and grow their book of business into the multiple millions of dollars in revenue, they just do the same old, the same boring things. And they do it whether they like it or not. They remain disciplined, Kind of going back to that old video that I'm just posting now, in my second vlog, it's like, hey, just control the controllables. So if you can write your own schedule for that day and keep yourself in a mindset where you know that you need to be busy, you're gonna do well. And if you don't, and you're avoiding, you know, some of the nitty gritty, you're gonna struggle. And that's a significant reason as to why, you know, 50, 60, 70, some people even say 80% of guys in the industry, they get out within a year or two. They think that they could have one good month or one good quarter or even one good season, and that equates to them being able to then mail it in. And that's just not the case. I mean, this is not a book of business that shows itself constantly, like if you were to be in a or something along those lines, who's a person that has constant phone call from a customer in order to provide a service or a product. So this is a grind. I mean, if you're looking at getting into roofing sales or even staying in roofing sales, if you're even remotely undisciplined or apprehensive to putting in long hours even when you don't feel like they matter, this just isn't going to be an industry for you. So I hit about 200 addresses today. I'll go enter all of these into my CRM. I'll send this out to my partnered company that does all of the direct mailing, and then we'll see what comes from it. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the turnout for this season. I've already collected roughly 1,000 addresses all throughout Chicagoland for areas that we've worked in the past that have neighborhoods with aging roofs. And, you know, the idea is that, you know, second, third week of March, homeowners will be looking in their mailboxes and finding information about us and the reason that we're contacting them, and basically dropping information to them that's going to be helpful for their future with their respective property. All right, guys, so this is a little bit of what I was talking about, just driving around various addresses where we perform work, and then hopefully sending out a couple direct mailers to retarget these areas where homeowners are familiar with our name and brand. It looks like we've got close to coming up on to 700 addresses or so. So we've got a couple sales reps that all contribute to this, and then we'll get these sent out as the weather breaks. So just another way to keep busy and hopefully drum up some opportunities for early spring. Alrighty, guys, just wrapped up another mundane March Monday, 30, 40 degrees. You just try and find yourself busy in any way, shape, or form, trying to generate revenue and opportunities come springtime once this weather breaks and we get out of these April showers. But yeah, driving around, collecting addresses, finding a way to direct mail. That's the method to the madness there, and just another way in order to put up some big numbers so that you can achieve whatever it is that you're looking to get out of this industry. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll continue to upload some decent content that's pertinent for you to follow, and we'll go from there. Appreciate it, guys.